Speaking of family, you had mentioned that you grew up with a stepdad.
Yes, sir.
What was that? I'm asking because I'm a stepdad of 2 young boys. What was it like, having a stepdad? What was that experience like?
It was good. Shout out to my stepdad, my family. If anybody sees this, Jesse Smith. He's the coach of Fullerton High School football coach. Shout out to him. Shout out to him raising me. I think that, I think a child needs a father. Not to say anything about kids who are raised in single parents' homes. I think anybody could grow up to be a good man. But I was just blessed that my stepdad had a daughter. She's my sister. I call her my sister. She'd be my stepsister. We talk like almost every day. We're the ones that grew up together. I have 3 brothers and 2 sisters. My stepsister and I are the ones closest in age. But I'm very thankful to him. He gave me a lot of like tough love. And I think, that it's like if you want to do a combat sport, right? People ask me like, hey, I kind of want to do jiu-jitsu, or like I kind of want to do jiu-jitsu, but I don't want to do this, or I don't want to train with this person, or I know I don't want to go to this class. I'm like, well, that you're already kind of messing up, because step 1 is you got to be tough and you got to be not scared. Because if you're there scared, you're not learning as much as you could. But I'm thankful to be raised by my stepdad. He was in the Navy, a lot of like tough love kind of style.
What did he do in the Navy?
Oh, that I don't know. I don't know exactly what jobs he did. I just know that he was in Desert Storm. That's it. So
okay.
How
old were you when?
4.
You were 4, so yeah. You're a young guy.
Yeah, I call him Dad. I mean, I go home if he's there. I'll be like, hey, what's up, Dad? How you doing?
Yeah.
He's gone to some of my tournaments. My parents are as supportive as they can be. Again, I'm 29, so I still have 2 siblings who are in high school. So it's like, if they're like, oh, we're gonna go watch our 15-year-old daughter cheerleading recital, or our 30-year-old son's jiu-jitsu tournament, like I want them to go to my sister's thing.
Has that happened?
I don't know, that not like exactly in that sense, but I'm sure that there's been like, oh, we have this planned with your brother or sister. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's no problem. But they've gone to a few tournaments, my siblings. But to answer your question, it's good, and I'm thankful to be raised by my stepdad. I don't even call him stepdad; I just call him Dad.
Your dad.
And I think but also since I'm very light skinned, I'm Mexican, I speak fluent Spanish, but my stepdad is black.
Okay.
I think that also, him already putting me in wrestling since I was 8, and then we have these 2 cousins on his side of the family, my cousins. One goes to do like army training, and one goes to do like Marine training. They're gone for like 3 months. They come back. I'm like 10 years old at the time. And my dad, so we used to always go to church on Sundays, right? So he's like, they come back, so they're feeling all big and bad. They're 18 and I'm 10. So then he's like, do you guys want to wrestle Rob? They're like, you want us to wrestle Rob?
He's 10.
Yeah, like he's 10. And he's like, no, it'll be okay. I just totally, I won. Long story short, my cousin, he still brings it up to this day. You remember when you beat me up when you were 10? I'm like, man, I didn't beat you up. We were wrestling. Yeah. But I think that it just helped me be tough, because I was like, okay, maybe I went to a very like diverse school, Fullerton. At the time, it was very diverse, but I think I was just like, nobody ever said anything racist to me. My dad is my family in general is very well respected. Like at Fullerton High School, they do a lot. They've been a part of it since even before I went there, because my cousins went there.
Okay.
But I think just as a guy, and just, like, okay, if somebody ever tries to make fun of me, say, hey, your dad's, you're Mexican, your dad's black, or whatever. Like I said, it never happened. But I was always like, I got to learn how to like defend myself, because if anybody tries to talk crap, I'm going to be quick to be like, hey, that's my dad, or that's my brothers. So I think it just, just another variable of why I wanted to learn self-defense and combat sports, where I'm like, nobody's going to ever be able to make fun of me. I like to think of myself as like someone who's easy to get along with. So I never really ran into those troubles. There's been like maybe a few instances where people that happens, but it's like for the most part, no one's ever tried that. Now, growing up, I got in a lot of fights, but that's not the reasoning. Not the reasoning because of my family or anything like that. I was just a knucklehead.